From the National Weather Service in Raleigh, it's Nick Petro with your routine weekly briefing for Central North Carolina for the period, the 7-day period through next Sunday through the 25th of October. So let me go ahead to the next slide here. First thing I want to call to attention in the today's briefing is the 5-day graphical tropical weather outlook from the National Hurricane Center. And you can see there's two areas that we've kind of pointed out here on this slide. We've got Tropical Depression 27, which is forecast to head towards Bermuda and strengthen in the process. The good news is that Tropical Depression 27 is forecast by all the models to remain offshore and not be, not get anywhere close to the East Coast. The bad news is it's going to create, increased swells and rip currents to move toward and affect the Carolina beaches and Mid-Atlantic beaches. So if you know anybody, or if you know anybody that has plans to go to the beach this weekend or late this week even, you might want to, I would say, stay out of the water because there's going to be a lot of energy, a lot of rip current energy, and dangerous increase in rip current activity due to that hurricane sitting out there. So anyway, the other area of the Hurricane Center is keeping its eyes on is an area in the southwestern Caribbean. And while there is some possible development late this week, formation chances are pretty low. I also looked at this, some of the models, long-range models, and those models that do have this developing basically keep it off the coast, off the East Coast as well, as it sort of lifts to the northeast rather. So anyway, my gut tells me that neither one of these is going to pose a concern for us other than rip currents at the beaches, but no direct impacts. Also, of course, we're always keeping our eyes on things, and we'll let you know if anything changes. All right, so on to the weather pattern map here. And let me just show real quick the latest satellite temperature radar imagery. And a couple things I'll point out is there's still some fog left over. It's taking a while for the fog to burn off. And you'll see, if you've looked at our forecast, this area of fog right here, you'll notice that's why we have areas of fog that's going to persist in the forecast. And eventually that will that'll eventually lift and go away this afternoon, but certainly that may be a recurring problem tomorrow morning and the morning after. So we may end up needing dense fog advisories for the next couple mornings. Otherwise, there is an area, let me show the pointer here. This area of cloudiness and shower activity will eventually drift west and may impact the coastal counties, should stay to our east. And other than that, once we get rid of this leftover low clouds and fog, then I think we're going to be in good shape. Lots of sunshine for the rest of today, and just really some pleasant October weather. So anyway, let's see. Is there anything else we need to look at here? You'll see basically, that's about it. And this pattern is going to continue. The next front is obviously to our northwest over the Ohio Valley. And it looks like that front's not going to be a player in our weather in terms of providing any rain chances or anything like that, because the rain appears, the boundary and its rain appear to stay to our north. All right, so let's go ahead and get back to the slides, and we'll wrap this up here pretty quickly. So the primary weather hazard for the next few days will be morning fog, as I kind of alluded to already. That boundary I pointed out just a moment ago really doesn't have any impact on our weather. High pressure is going to stay over our area right through the late week period. So that'll give us very nice fall season weather through the entire week, featuring plenty of sunshine each afternoon after the fog burns off. High temps in the 70s, real pleasant, probably the upper 70s if I had to, as we go through the week to kind of nail it down a little more detailed. And then nighttime lows in the 50s, in many cases, the upper 50s. The next cold front that really, that does get through here may give us a slight chance for rain over the weekend, but it should remain mostly dry. So all in all, we're not really expecting a whole lot of rain for the next 7 days. And as I pointed out, TD number 27 is expected to remain well east of the East Coast, but will promote enhanced rip current activity at the North Carolina beaches later this week and this weekend. All right. So the rain maps here show dry today, dry for central North Carolina Tuesday and Wednesday. The WPC servers ran into some issues this morning, so the Thursday and Friday graphic is not available, but rest assured it's dry. And then Saturday and Sunday, there's a very light amount of rain, the lowest a shade of green there for Saturday and Sunday. Most places, in fact, should stay dry. So if you do get any rain, it's probably going to be about a ½ inch or less if you do get any rain. All right. No flash flood threat, no severe thunderstorm threats. And then as we look forward to the following week, we're seeing a pattern set up that would favor above normal temps. But we really can't pull out any details whether it's going to be above or below normal precip. So odds favor neither. Okay. So the only thing I could really tell you about the following week is that it should be warmer than average. All right. So to kind of wrap up the weather summary here, the primary weather hazard next few days will be morning fog. So take it easy on your commute tomorrow morning and the morning after, and maybe even the morning after that. Otherwise, once the fog burns off, we'll look at some nice fall season weather this entire week. Lots of sunshine each afternoon, high temps in the 70s, nighttime lows in the 50s. Maybe a touch or two of rain on over the weekend, but it should be mostly dry and still pretty pleasant. And obviously we've highlighted the fog a couple of times already in this briefing, but the main thing is make sure your headlights are on and slow down. All right. And then TD set 27, just one last reminder, if you're headed to the beach this weekend or even later this week, just be careful. Swim. I probably wouldn't even go in the water if it were me because of the rip current threat. But anyway, always go to beaches where there's lifeguards and follow their advice. Okay. So there's the day-by-day breakdown. Really, the only thing that we can highlight and show here is the fog today, Tuesday, Wednesday. Otherwise, it's a real nice forecast, as you could see there. All right, and then so that wraps up the weather part. There's one last thing I do want to share with folks this morning, and that is the here at the National Weather Service in Raleigh, we're doing some HVAC work, and in order to complete that work, we need to turn the power off to the building. So unfortunately, that's going to take us down for the daytime tomorrow while that electrical work is done. So roughly from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., we're going to be unavailable in terms of producing routine products and services. However, the good news is one of our neighboring offices, the Blacksburg, Virginia office, is our routine backup office. So in other words, they'll take over for us. So this power outage and this dropout of coverage should be mostly transparent. You won't even know the difference because our products and services will continue to go on, but they'll be done by Blacksburg just for the day. If you do need to get in touch with us, obviously we're going to be available, and email, by phone. Everybody on this briefing should have our phone number, and feel free to give us a call. Obviously, we will have people at the office and monitoring things, but we just won't be able to put out any products or services. The radar will be down. NOAA weather radio will be down. So anyway, hopefully that power work will be done quickly, and we'll be back up and running by tomorrow evening. So anyway, but still, give us a call if you need anything, or you can always call Blacksburg office direct. So anyway, that wraps up our routine weekly briefing for this Monday morning, the 19th of October,